G'day and welcome back to my channel. Now look, there's a whole pile of kits here and heaps more stacked behind me. So you know what that means? It's the equinox. It must be time for a workbench and new kits. This one's the spring. Well, spring here. You guys might have autumn or fall or whatever bloody hell you want to call it. But it's spring in Australia. Roll the music. Well, let's do the workbench part of Workbench and New Kits first. And what have I got here? Well, these are the kits that I'm working on. There's more inside this box. But what I do is, this is like a jeweler's box. It was given to my good mate Trev. And Workbench is over here, but I keep kits in here that are too big for me to put back in boxes. Luckily, I can put the It'll Scary back in the box and the Panther back in the box and even this submarine here with an Elasticosaurus. Yeah. But would you like to see what's inside the box there? And then I'll go through the kits on my bench. Right. What have we got in here? Well, there's the Varag, and there'll be a video out on that very, very soon. I've got the weathering still to do on that, add a bit of photo etch, and a bit of rigging done. Warspite here, you haven't really seen much of that. It was one of the first kits I built when I came back to the hobby, and I'm going to totally revamp that, but that's sort of a long-term project. And the Schnellboat, yeah, I've done a complete video on that, so go back and look at that, tell you everything that I intend to do with that, because that's coming up on my birthday. There's even a little Battlestar Galactica in here, probably can't see it. There's basically a Greek, so I think it's an Erdl kit, a Greek warship in there, which is a much bigger scale one than the one I built previously. And it's lost my sail, I think the little sails gets falling off all the time. It's in there because the box exploded, so it's in my little cabinet, so that it basically just sits there. It's only dry fit, that's why bits are falling off. It's only just clicked together. I'll get around to that one day. It's not high on my list, but it's taking out space, so I really should get to it. All right, so that's everything that's under there. Of course, on the top of my bench, well, there's the It'll Scary. And as you can see, the door's fallen off. That's only happened this morning. Every time I get this out to do anything with it, something falls off and something breaks. It is absolutely hopeless. I mean, you pop open the boot lid. Right, oh, look at that. That's nice. Actually, not doing it today. So that's nice. Oh, comes off. You basically hear the bonnet, I suppose, because it's backwards. You may say, well, I'd like to look at this motor. Let's have a look at this motor, right? Oh, it looks swine's actually not playing up for a change. So there's the motor. That's right. Oh. That falls off. Everything falls off. I won't even attempt to open this door. Let this, like this one, it completely fell off. I mean, this was pinned. I actually had put metal pins in this. There's, oh, bloody hubcap's fallen off this morning as well. This kit is rubbish. Right, I actually had put metal pins in the hinges of this because the bloody thing kept falling apart. But it has collapsed again this morning. Won't even attempt to. It's just, I'm going to try and get this thing at least together. Give it to bloody Jason and say, mate, whatever you do not open the door, do not open the bonnet, do not open the boot, don't do anything. Just don't even look at it because it just falls to bits. It's a piece of junk. Very expensive piece of junk too. He paid more for this bloody kit than I did for my ships, which I'll talk about later. So, yes, It'll Scary. I tell you what, I will never build another one of their vehicles. I've talked to a few friends who are also building some Middle-Airy motor kits, and they say same problems, same things. It's common all the way through. They're bloody hopeless. The Panther, well, we've just done a video on that. Well, actually, it was nearly a month ago now. So the video due out on that very soon, and I will be doing all the photo etch and all the Pioneer tools on the side of that. Over here, well, this is just a bit of fun. This is just a bit of fun. It's a little submarine that David Eve sent me just to cheer me up. One stage, I think I was feeling crook. Maybe I was dying of the plague, I don't know. And he also sent me a dinosaur to go with it. So I could do some sort of diorama or something with a dinosaur attacking the submarine. I don't know. Haven't decided what I'll do with it yet. It's just a bit of fun. And something to do on the days when I really can't stand this thing anymore. Haven't got the patience for this one. Haven't really got around to that. And now, oh yeah, you can't really see the Battlestar in there. I'll try and add a photo here so you can see it. But essentially, this is my workbench kits. These are the ones that I'm going to work through. And I won't start another ship until the Varag's finished, right? And I won't do another plastic sailing ship probably until I get that Greek warship out of the way. But I do want to start the Revel Schnellboat as soon as possible. because I'm really excited about that. But more of that later. I'm going to get myself a coffee, and then I've got a lot to tell you about new kits, because things just got a bit out of control the last 3 months. It's not my fault, honest. I blame David Eves. Well, I got my coffee. I needed it. Especially after that little scary kit, I tell you. I'm supposed to be taking something a little more stiff, I think. Yes. Now, we don't want to talk about stiff things when it's a Workbench and new kits. People get wrong ideas. Remember, it's not made for children. Not made for children. All right, now, kits, new kits. Well, if you're watching my channel, you would have seen this one, right? The Fokker, okay? The Meng Nuts kit. Well, go and watch that video. I'm not going to say anything more about that. I've had my opinion. A lot of people will disagree with me. A few people have got very upset. Yeah, bugger 'em. Also, new kits with a smelly boat, a Schnell boat, right? Now, I've done a whole video on this. So go back and watch that, okay? I'll tell you all about my Schnell boat. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I've got the whole PE set for that. That's arrived this week. I am going to start that next month. Beginning of next month for my birthday. Yes. Send presents to Bass the Cat, Care of Australia, and Harry Houdini's birthday stash. I don't need any more kits. I really don't. Now, a strange thing happened. I wasn't prepared for this. It was completely unexpected, and it kind of got out of control. My good friend David Eves, who just had his birthday today, actually. Happy birthday for today, David Eves. Sandgrope and bugger. Yes, he's over in West Australia. Call them sandgropers, okay? It's not rude. It's a term of endearment. Anyhow, Dave, his birthday today, and he's got a whole lot of kits, some of which I got for him, right? He paid for them. That's it. I made him pay for his own birthday presents. But I went down and I picked them up because there was a guy down here and he's selling a whole lot of bloody cars. And he was selling a lot of really rare kits. Plus, he was selling some old vintage cars. And they're the ones I like. I'm not that fussed with all the modern stuff, although I wouldn't mind a Honda S600 coupe convertible, right? So I had one of those. Wouldn't mind one of those as a kit. But haven't found it yet. I know there's, I think Jim Stein. Is it Jim? Jim, you did a bloody review of one. Yeah, but you did it from about 600 miles in the air, trying to look down using bloody Google satellite navigation, and it was like, you know, a tiny pixel width was the box size, and you're going, look at this. Yeah, fat lot of good that was, mate. Anyhow, I digress. So this guy's selling, like, all these kits, and I go down there to pick up a kit for my mate Dave. It ended up being 3 by the end of it. Ended up getting 3 for him, right? So there's a couple of Jaguars and a Fair Lady. Fair Lady's like what we call a Datsun 260Z here. Fair Lady, you might call it Nissan. We called it Datsun. It was Datsun back in the days. I suppose they're Nissan now. But yeah, the 260 was sort of a Porsche rip-off and went like the clappers. Sort of a combined E-type Porsche type thing. They measured them all up. They come up with their own sports car, spat it out, and it bloody went like crazy. And good on them, okay? Because as I say, imitation is the best form of flattery. So yeah, try and imitate me. Yeah. Okay. So this happened, okay? Jaguar, this is old classic Jag, and this is, it's a funny name, Kit, what is it? I don't know, it's got like a big sort of rondelle on it. I can't tell, I'm not wearing my glasses, I don't know. It's a really old kit. Look, stuffed if I know. I'll have to look it up. I might put it on the bottom of the screen, because stupid idiot doesn't wear his glasses when he's doing this, because he's too fucking vain, because he doesn't want anyone to see he's bald either. I'm going to show you that. No. Okay, where were we? Okay, Jaguar SS100, lovely old kit. I think it's a big scale. It's a big scale, 1/16. I can read that. It's got to be big. It's got to be big. Jaguar SS100. It's just a terrific kit. I'll probably do a review of this sometime. I really would like to build that soon, but you know, my work in progress is well, the number of kits I've started is 24, but my work in progress, as you've just seen, it's at least quite a few. It's about half a dozen. So I've really got to get through those. But anyhow, this is a lovely kit. I'll talk more about it another day. So when I was down there, this is what I'm getting Dave his stuff, I spied this, got it for only a few shekels. Well, probably 5 shekels. You know, about $30 US, okay? And it's a steal. It's a bargain. It's a gorgeous kit, and I'll really enjoy building that one day. Because you get the motor, you get everything. Yeah, it works. Now, he also had some Bentleys. He had 3 of them, right? And I love an FX Bentley. It's a good. I remember the kit from my youth. It was one of those holy grail type kits. But he wanted hundreds and hundreds, tens and tens and tens of shekels, which is what they're worth. He said, well, I've got these two here. Both have been opened. Both are like half kits. In theory, you should be able to somehow get one kit out of the two, but I can't guarantee it. You can have that for 5 shekels. So same price as my other one. Absolute steal, like hundreds less. So one of them had the box. I'll put this down. It's just huge. One of them had the box. The other one was just a big bag of spruce, bits and pieces. So I rummaged through. I spent the whole afternoon rummaging through both of the supplied kits, going through, and I found every single part. Like if one didn't have it, the other one did. And by the end, I had found everything. I had a complete kit. So I put that whole complete kit bagged and secure in here. And basically, nothing was broken, nothing was missing. Everything's there. And I've got enough spare parts to make like a 3/4 kit if I ever wanted to. And I could probably cast some of the parts from here. Because all the major parts I had 2 of. It was just little things, little sprockety things and bits and pieces. So I have the complete Airfix, and this is a 1/12 scale, huge Bentley, which I won't build for years. It's a holy grail kit. I'll just let it sit on the shelf that's really dusty, and then one day when I'm just basically pushing around my Zimmer frame and basically drooling from my gums all the time, I'll build it. I'll build it then. Yes. So yes, that happened. So you would have thought some sanity prevailed after that. No. So I'm back there again. Oh, that's right. David decided to one of the really big Jag. There was also huge, because I bought the big Bentley. I think he decided that he's got to up his game. It's sort of always one-upmanship between us. I get a big submarine, he gets a big ass submarine, so on and so on. It's just coincidence, maybe. Coincidence. Strange but true. Yeah. But anyhow, it's not a competition, Dave. Really isn't, mate. Really. But anyhow, so he got this giant. I think it's a 1/8 scale Jag, and it's just, it's bigger than anything. It's bigger than my bloody ships that I built. And all I can say was a huge box. All I can say is the postage on it to send it back to Dave over West Australia was more than one of those kits. Yeah, that's how big it was. It was a big sucker. Anyhow, so I'm there looking at this big ass Jag, right? And I said, what have you sold, mate? What's available still, Thinking I had a few spare shekels. I'd done a bit of contract work, had a little bit of money up my sleeve. And I thought, what the heck, this guy is selling stuff for good prices. And he had an MG. It's an MG. It's a little, it's a midget, right? The TC. And again, a nice old classic car, really light. I think this is about a 12 scale kit or something. It's a big boy. It's a big boy's toy, okay? So I went, I'll grab that. That's another one for my drooling ears when I have my Zimmer frame. So I accidentally got that. And it was only, oh God, it wasn't much. It was like about 3 shekels, It wasn't much at all. It wasn't even like, go out and buy a decent bloody pizza, 3 shekels. So for a pizza, I got an MG midget, which I'm going to absolutely love. Now, in the middle of all this, David bought this for me as well and sent it over. As if I didn't have enough cars, he sent me a Hella Jag, and apparently he's built some of these, or his mates have built some. He says this is a really good one. It's still in cellophane. I will not open this to my birthday. That'll be a birthday unboxing. We'll have a look in there and see what this Hella Jag's all about. But he reckons that's good. So it's a later model, but it's an E-Type, and you can't knock an E-Type. They're gorgeous. It's sort of like sex on wheels, You sort of want to rub your hands all over. It's like a couple of breasts and a body. It's amazing. Yeah. How about that? We'll get demonetised for saying breasts, won't we? Anyhow, I'm looking around, and he said for 2 shekels I could have this Morgan. Well, what the hell's wrong with it, mate? Well, it'd been started. There's a few little things, okay? And I put a pick up here. But I sort of had to fart around with it and collect it together. It's all there. It looks pretty good, and it goes together really well. So that's one that I might build earlier rather than later, because there's actually not much left to do on it. Because the motor was built, chassis has been started. Basically just the body and all the trim to do, which is kind of the fun bit. And I'll probably paint it bright yellow as well. I like that. So I always liked the Morgans. So a Morgan. So these were all finds that were not on my radar really. Apart from the SS100, I'd always said if I ever found that I'd want it, and if a Bentley ever turned up at the right price I'd want it. So yeah, that happened. Now, while all this is going on, and despite the fact I'm not really that fussed with modern cars, you can't ignore a Lamborghini Countach, can you? No. No, it's like I've got a ton of Porsches that I bought years ago, and they're Barago kits, they were die cast, and I built all those. Thoroughly enjoyed those. I'll probably build another one. I mean, I've got enough to bloody do. Anyhow, this was sitting at club, and the guy didn't want much for it, and I think I had 2 shekels or something I bought it for. And it's a Fujimi kit. No, it's an Aoshima kit, sorry. It's an Aoshima kit, and I've enjoyed their kits thoroughly. And when I bought it first, and then I read the review, which is not like me, normally the other way around. And yeah, it's a good kit. By all accounts, it's a lovely kit, so I'll have fun with that. Yeah, I'll build it up, be nice and shiny. Or I might even, because it's something I'm not worried to make it look pristine, I might rat it, I might rust the hell out of it. Put sort of half-painted racing stripes on it. Make it look like some idiot turned into a pirate sort of car. It was what was it? International Talk Like a Pirate Day the other day. Apparently that's the thing. I didn't know till the day after, otherwise I would have gone out. I would have gone out to all the shops wearing my mask, right? Wearing my pussy mask, which goes on your face. Yeah, so I've always got a pussy on my face when I'm out. And I would have talked like a pirate all day. Arr, me auntie. Yeah, could have worn me pirate hat. Yeah. Now, this is all going on, getting out of control, and we've got a contest, right? And I've broken my sort of, well, not rule, but don't usually do the modern cars. And Dave says, "You got to get this one. It's a 007 Aston Martin. This one's floating around. It's really cheap. The guy's going to..." And I still don't know whether I like this or not. I mean, I like Aston, so I'm not over the moon about it. But I don't know. I suppose if somebody offered me a good price for it, I'd probably sell it. Don't know. It's nice. It's a good kit. It's the Daiushi. It's a good one. Okay, so, and it gets another one. It's a big ass scale. I don't know. Can you see? I can't see. Have a look in the box, right? I've got lights in my face. I'm wearing my glasses, and this is the first bloody thing I've done to camera since I've been crook. Since I had my second wave of the plague. Yeah. Okay. It's all right. Yep. All right. So, as you can see, a lot of cars happened. Right. Yeah. We're going to return to normality now. Yeah, normal programming will resume. So that was kind of whim stuff. I hadn't really planned to buy any of that. It's just this guy had stuff there, and then a couple of others turned up, and sort of all these automobiles turned up, and I bought them. I think I was sort of overcompensating for that Fiat, because I've just struggled so much, and I have really been frustrated with that Fiat. Absolutely dreadful kit by Larry. That maybe some part of the universe was saying, look, there are good car kits out there. There are. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy your car building. You'll get your car building mojo back. And I must say I have. I'm a bit more keen to finish the Fiat now because I'd like to start some of these other cars. And that's something else that I can add to the channel. Something I don't normally do. I think I've only built any other car that I can think of that I've built on this channel. Well, I built that Steamy, which is an old turn of the century Daimler Benz sort of thing with steam power. That was kind of fun. And I did build the Flower Power Bug for a couple of pics for club build, and they were fun. But normally I'm not really a car builder so much. Now, these are the real kits that I bought that I actually spent money on. You can see it. I think I got it for less than that. This is a Salamander, but it's 1/32 scale Revell, and it's just a lovely kit. I've had a good look inside the box, right? And it's well moulded, it's fine, it's Revell Germany sort of quality, and all the reviews say it's terrific. You can add a lot, it's a basis. It's a bit low on detail, but that happens with these kits, and it was very cheap. Very cheap. I didn't pay that much. It was very cheap. And you can add if you want to scratch build and put things on. So that's right up my bloody, right in my wheelhouse. I was going to say right up my bagpipe, but so I could do a lot with this. Do a lot of scratch work on it. Do a whole lot of stuff. And I'm going to have it with the engine open. I'm going to have some of the panels still wood, because basically the wings and things, most of it's still wood, or was wood. So I can have a lot of fun with this, doing textures and everything, and doing all kinds of techniques. Don't know when. Don't ask me when. Don't ask me when anything happens. I don't know. There was also an online sale. I think it was one of those, was it spray finders? Probably. Spray finder, I think it's Mark, is it? Hello, here we are. I don't know. And I built the Tamiya T34, which I found to be a very disappointing kit. And I had paid, I paid more money for that Tamiya kit than I did for this. But literally it was an online sale. I got this very, very cheap one. It was only a couple of shekels. It really wasn't much at all. Really, probably a shekel to post. Which was still, even with the postage, less than what I paid for that Tamiya kit, which was very ordinary. Felt very ripped off. So the whole reason why I've been so disappointed with Tamiya all these years is, you know, the classic T34 kit. Anyhow, enough of that. You all know my Tamiya bloody problems. Well, they're not so much problems as how I feel about them. It's my feelings. And feelings are valid. You're allowed to have feelings. No one can criticise your feelings. No. So, piss off. Right. I picked up this Dragon T34. Love the kit. Really good. Looking forward to building that one day, but it goes on the pile with all my other Dragon kits. Now, there were some ships. The UK, or the pound, after things happened with the vile rust, the zombie apocalypse, the exchange rates ended up being so good that getting stuff out of the UK was incredibly cheap. And suddenly, for the price I'd pay in Australia, which would be 50 shekels, I could, for 20 shekels, buy a wood boat out of the UK. Okay, now I have covered these and talked about them in the Marina Balcony, and we won't be doing any more videos on the Marina Balcony because I got new neighbours, and their balcony kind of is just over the road from mine. They're not far from each other, probably about 2 or 3 metres apart, literally we're on top of each other here. They've got a balcony at their north side, I've got a balcony on the north side. They've set up nothing short of a gypsy camp on their balcony, and there is a ton of noise coming from it morning, noon and night. So it's impossible. And apart from the wind chimes they put up as well, which are banging 24 hours, so there's no way I could shoot a video out there. I kind of tried to, and it was just impossible. So we're doing all the videos in here in the studio with the air conditioner. Can you hear the air conditioner? It's cold today, but no, it's cold in here. It's hot outside. It's over 30 degrees. So the Beagle happened, right? But I got that, I said, about 20 shekels, which is not much. Not much, about 150 US bucks. I need to say this was the beginning of the period, and I was working, contract work was coming in, so I bought these, and I grabbed one of these. It was a Terror. Now if you've seen that series, it's on Prime, which is about the Northwest Passage and trying to basically find their way through, and the ship was a Terror. So this is an icebreaker. Okay, so this is another, and these are both Ochre kits, and they are fantastic. I have to review. I might review the Terror. Would you like that? Let me know. If you'd like me to review the Terror, I would be happy to do that because it's a very, very nice kit. Plenty of people reviewed the Beagle, but I don't know if there's any. Well, there's not very many reviews of Terror, and I couldn't find much online. But I found all the other reviews for Ochre kits, and they were terrific. So I took a punt on the Terror, and I'm glad I did. It is a fantastic ship. I'd be building it now, but we've got to build the Perseverance. Before we build the Perseverance, we've got to finish planking, of course, the Bounty, as you well know, as you'd seen previously. Now, one more. This is it. This is the last thing that I'm going to show you. That's it. Yes, you can relax now. Oh, goodness me. So don't leave. If there weren't enough ships, my mate Dave, the sandgroper, right, in West Australia, keeps finding wooden ships for me at unbelievable prices. He found that Bounty for me at about a quarter of the new price. Okay, the wood Bounty, the one I'm planking, right? So we got that even with postage. This one came up, and it was basically, well, an old fella is getting a bit long in the tooth, and he really couldn't do his kits anymore. And his daughter, I think it was his daughter, not his granddaughter, no, it was his daughter. His daughter was selling stuff. Okay, so I came across this, and it was kind of a make an offer, and I made basically the same offer price that I paid for the Bounty. And they asked for a little bit more, and that was still fine because this is a terrific kit. There we go. It's a bit bright there. I know that's just how it is. It's very bright in here. Yeah. More about that another day. Portsmouth. Basically, this is a little frigate. Sort of what I'm thinking. Was it a frigate? Essentially, yeah. English merchant brig. No, sorry, it's a brig. Sorry, it's not a frigate. It's not a friggin' frigate. It's a bloody brig. Okay. Yeah. Now, the thing is, you could build it up as per the kit, but a lot of these were basically captured and turned into pirate ships. So you see where I'm going? You see where I'm going with this? Yes, this could be a pirate ship. That's what I'm thinking. That's where it could go. That could be a lot of fun. Now, I could do in the Marina Balcony a review on that one, if you're interested. Certainly, probably will do a review on the Terror sometime soon, but I need to get the Bounty out of the way. I need to make at least a good start on the Perseverance. So there's quite a bit of wood happening in my life. Yes, we got wood, which is why we have a wank video, because it's Okay, well look, there's a lot on my bench that's keeping me busy. There's quite a lot that got acquired at the stash. What I'm not showing you is what I sold. For every kit that I bought, I sold a kit, which is my rule really. My stash stays at a constant level. So you're thinking, oh Harry, your stash was getting enormous. Well, not really, it's about the same size as it's always been. Because I went through and I dug out a whole lot of 148, 170 second scale aircraft from World War II. Thought, well, you know, I've got those in 32nd scale or 24 scale. I'd probably rather build big man toys ones, you know. So I don't need these little ones. I did that, and I sold off a few other little things I didn't really need. And people snapped them up because I did them all at bargain prices, and there you go. I managed to sell enough that covered the fact of what I'd bought. And even in a lot of ways almost covered the monetary amount because I got such bargains on the kits that I had bought, and I sold the other ones for a fair price and did well, as I always do, Everybody wins. People who buy kits of me get them at a good price, and they're good kits, and I always look for bargains when I'm buying, and that's why. See bargains, I'll grab them. Well, this Workbench and new kits has gone on long enough, hasn't it? Alright, now if you haven't already, please have a look at my Patreon. There's a link here, right? Go and have a look at my Patreon, and if you want to see the videos early, if you want to see them ad-free, if you want to chat with me online on Patreon, we've got all those things happening. If you want to decide or at least have input to what my next video will be, because that's the thing, the Patreon subscribers, right, they not only get the videos early and get the videos advert-free, they also get to have an input as to what I'll do next. So, you know, I asked them, do you want a tug or do you want a wank? And they all said, Harry, we'd like a wank. So that's what happened. So be a part of the Patreon. $1 a month. It's not going to hurt you, but it all adds up and helps me bring more content. Because you may have noticed lately there's been twice as many videos. Why? Because I've got a substantial number of people now who are basically subscribing to me on Patreon. So that's helping to fund this channel and get videos out. That's enough for now. Goodbye from Australia, and it's hooroo from Harry Houdini.